Andrea Wolschlager, Public Relations Manager at Frederick Meijer Gardens. And it's still dark this morning, but here you are with us, away from the gardens, and before the sun comes up. It's what's your favorite time of day to wander through the gardens? I know you're working too much to spend a lot of time enjoying it.
Well,
right?
It's really interesting. I love taking a break around lunch and walking outside and strolling through the sculpture park or strolling along the Frey Boardwalk. It's just beautiful. It's always nice and warm, usually nice and warm. And even in the wintertime, it's just, you really get that nice break from work. And I mean, it's perfect for me, but any time of the day is really great to come.
To people who are all around the state. You're open year-round.
We are open year-round. Yeah, that's one thing that not a lot of people realize is that we are open literally every month of the year. So we have different sculpture exhibitions, we have different holiday exhibitions, so there's always something going on. We always plow our walkways too, so those are always accessible. If there's 10 feet of snow on the ground, we're still open.
Yeah, last year it seemed like 60 feet.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? But I guess it adds to the beauty sometimes too to see everything covered with a
That's true. Actually,
dusting
the
of snow.
sculptures look different to me in the wintertime than they do in the summertime, because there's one called Roxy Payne's Neuron. It's made of a shiny aluminum material, and it looks different in the sun with green background versus sun or clouds with a white background.
It's kind of like this room we're in here at the Amway Grand. The colors keep changing in the ceiling lighting. So when you were wearing a green coat when you walked in, and everything turned green, and I thought, wow, she's got pull in this town. They actually changed the color for her coat. What about living in this town? The state. It's the West Michigan Policy Forum. I don't know if you grew up here or not, but
Kind of. I actually, I consider Grand Rapids my home, but I moved out to D.C. for 5 years, and literally West Michigan drew me back. So D.C.'s great.
D.C. repelled you, or West Michigan drew you back?
West Michigan drew me back. My family's here. It's one of those towns, I call it a town city, that it's a small city, but it has that feel where I don't have to go and find a parking garage. And I can park on the street, and I can pretty much go anywhere without sitting in too much traffic. That's not the same as you get out east. So, and my family's here, and it's definitely, I think Grand Rapids just really has a lot to offer people of all ages. So, I mean, you've got Art Prize going on. It's such a fun thing to do in the fall. So,
if you were to come to Grand Rapids and not know what Art Prize was, you would be scratching your head as you walk into even the lobby of this hotel, for instance.
Yeah.
How has it been at the gardens?
It's been great. Yeah, we've been really busy, which is wonderful. We love, welcoming visitors to see our Art Prize exhibition. It actually opened a few days before Art Prize did, but, we just had tons of people coming in and checking it out. And
you got that jump on everyone.
We do, yeah. I think Art Prize, a good way to describe it is it's just a whole bunch of different areas in the city involved in talking about the arts. And the art is such a loose term, like how are you you can't really define it. So it's one of those things where there's so many different things to see and do and check out.
I learned yesterday how competitive it is.
It is competitive, yeah.
And competitive in a lot of ways, too. For instance, if you're a business in downtown Grand Rapids, we'll just pick one, for instance, like Fifth Third Bank. They have 50 Art Prize items throughout their facility. And it doesn't cost very much for a business. I think it was $200 or something like that to get an Art Prize venue. It's hardly anything. And then it's like, we want to win, because we want to be able to say the winner came from our venue.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great. If you can get a piece in the top 10 or any sort of ranking, that's definitely great for the venue.
And then I wonder which comes first, the chicken or the egg, because some people will go to the venue and see the art because they like the venue. And I'm told that some people, you can go online and look at the art and you can say, well, I really want to see, whatever it is. And so, therefore, I'm going to go to Fifth Third Bank or whatever it might be. It goes both ways.
That's true. Yeah, I know for us personally, for Meijer Gardens, this is our 4th year we've done a themed exhibition.
Oh, is that right?
Our very first year was not a themed one, but the last few years
And you select the artwork, too. I didn't know that either.
Yes, we do. It's curated.
And you did that yourself, because you're a master curator.
I wish. No, I can't take credit for that.
What's the theme, then?
Our theme this year is highly recommended emerging sculptors. So we went to all of our sculptors in the permanent collection, like Mark DeServio and Roxy Payne and all these artists that we have already in our collection. And we asked them, we were like, who do you think is going to be the next and upcoming sculptors? And this collection, this group exhibition is what they came up with.
You're going to take one home with you?
I'm sorry?
You're going to take one home with you?
If I could fit it in my car.
Guess it depends on the size of the car.
It's not that big.
Tom Walsh says that Grand Rapids was once thought of as stodgy. When you grew up here, did you think of it as stodgy?
No, I don't know. I didn't spend all of my high school time here, but I just think, Grand Rapids has so much to offer, and I think a lot of times it's overlooked. And they think, oh, it's a smaller town, but you know what? We've got Art Prize, we've got all sorts of stuff. We've got a great ballet, we've got a great cultural presence here. I mean,
yeah, Tom's talking about the craft beer scene.
Oh yeah,
and the nightlife scene,
yeah,
sort of, and and also the fact that there's this effort to put the rapids back in the river.
Mm-hmm. That
sounds pretty cool. I mean, hard to imagine you can even do something like that.
I know. I'm sure that must be a huge undertaking.
But it's the kind of innovation that's going to be talked about here today, I suppose,
yes.
at this conference when it comes to politics and
mm-hmm.
business and so forth and
Absolutely.
so on.
It's great for the city.
You are you love travel, near as I can tell, and so your dream destination is?
I would love to go to Costa Rica.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
To go bungee jumping or?
Oh God, no.
Zip lining through the forest?
Zip lining with the monkeys.
Isn't it kind of the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I think bungee jumping is a whole different realm. You got a whole different level of bravery to do that. But
I did. I played golf with monkeys once.
Yeah, really.
In Thailand. And,
that would be amazing.
That was one of the stupidest things I ever did.
Did they take off with your ball?
They're fierce.
Really?
Well, I didn't know. It's really hot and humid, and they had a little, like, when you got after the 9th hole, there was a little shack where you could buy fruit or
mm-hmm.
juice or water.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought a banana, and I said, oh, monkeys like bananas. There's a monkey over there by the trees. So I unpeeled it, and I started waving it at the monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly the monkey looked, and all the trees and growth and bushes behind the monkey started to shake.
Oh, he brought friends.
Oh, at least 30 monkeys came out of those trees, and they came running straight at me.
Wow.
And so your first instinct is to run away, and then
mm-hmm.
I realized I'm not going to outrun 35 monkeys coming at me. So I turned and wheeled that banana to the side
mm-hmm.
under the pressure,
mm-hmm.
and a whole swarm of monkeys turned and went into it. But that was a very scary moment.
Wow, I bet.
So if you go to Costa Rica,
don't feed the monkeys.
Don't feed or touch the monkeys. And don't touch the art. That's what they always say at places, right?
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much for being here and making a trip downtown. We'll see you again soon.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Andrea Wolschlager, Public Relations Manager, Frederick Meijer Gardens and Sculpture Park, says come on out there year-round. But if you come now, you can see Art Prize exhibits.